Summertime. It's hot! I live in a warm area, so summers are generally at least 90 degrees plus Fahrenheit, which luckily isn't as bad as some places. However, I am not a person who is built for warm weather. Weird fact about me, I would rather fry than wear less clothing, so I'm generally sitting by the pool in 2 or more layers. Speaking of the pool, wanna hear a fun fact? That chlorine smell is actually caused by people peeing in the pool, then that mixing with the chlorine and giving off that smell. Fun, huh? Yeah, I'm personally not the biggest fan of the pool. They're generally kinda gross. One time, I went in the water and came out with a used band-aid on my hand. That probably says something about my view of the sanitation of public pools. I'd rather take a cool shower and lay on the floor for 2 hours. Or eat ice cubes. I love ice cubes, they're so good. Despite not loving summer weather, I do love the vibes. The beach, late sunsets, s'mores, watermelon, sitting on a porch during golden hour. Honestly, that's probably the best part of summer for me. I also love going to the mall just to walk around in the air conditioning for a few hours, or watching older movies at the movie theater for a discounted price. Of course, not everything about summer is good. The aforementioned heat, sunburns, bad tan lines, sweat, mosquitoes that attack me and my family because I guess our blood tastes good, depending on where you live, humidity, and more. None of that compares to band camp, though. For me, band camp starts before the school year in the summer, therefore, it's hot. At band camp last year, people took off their shirts or poured water on themselves. Personally, a little tip for any of you who are going to join marching band or another sport that happens to start during the summer this year. I took a frozen towel from home, waited for it to thaw a little bit, and then wore that around my neck when it started to get really warm. I'll probably also make a separate marching band video once I graduate high school and have a lot of stories to tell. For a final note, throughout the school year, I'd been waiting for summer so I could have time to make art or animations. Then, a month into summer vacation, I realized I barely did anything. If you're also going through this, don't beat yourself up. Art takes time, and the motivation to make art is more elusive than you think. I mean, I work really slow. The time it took to make this video alone? Shocking, really. Take your time, take frequent breaks, and take care of yourself too. Eat food, stay hydrated, and focusing on enjoying summer while you can. If you made it this far, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
You forgot the kumquat story.
I did. Alright, here we go. So, my mom. I love my mom, but she's super out of pocket sometimes. By which I mean she exudes enough confidence for the both of us. She's great, but also makes great stories for me to tell. Hence, the kumquat story. One time, fairly recently, we were driving home in our neighborhood. My mom was eating kumquats in the front with my dad driving. I don't really like kumquats that much. The texture is kind of gross and it tastes bitter. Though maybe I haven't had the right kind. I don't know. Anyways, my dad stopped the car suddenly, to the surprise of those of us in the back seat, unable to see what had happened. Turns out there was a rabbit on the road. Not uncommon in our area, but surprising that it had the guts to walk into the street. It hopped off to a little hill on our right. My brothers and I watched it, sighing in relief that we didn't accidentally, create roadkill. My dad was about to drive off when my mom shouted, "Want a kumquat?" and threw one at the rabbit. The rabbit was fine, luckily, but we were all super confused about why she did that. No one was hurt, and she was happy, so we let it go. This is my first Storytime video. It's not great, but that's okay. There will be more to come once I get stories. And on a final note, make sure you drink some water, stay cool or stay warm if you're in the part of the world that gets cold in the summer, and have an incredible day, everybody!